He had everything: mansions, luxury cars, private jets, and a bank balance that most people could never even imagine. But there was one thing he didn't have: peace of mind. This is the story of a billionaire who discovered that true happiness doesn't come from money, but from giving. Armin, one of the richest men in the city, sat behind the wheel of his sleek black car. The streets around him buzzed with life, but inside, he felt empty. His days were a never-ending cycle of business meetings, stock market updates, and expansion plans. He thought to himself, "I have everything money can buy. Yet every night, I feel like something's missing. Why am I so restless? Why can't I find peace?" He gripped the steering wheel tighter, his mind drowning in these thoughts as the car slowed down at a red traffic light. As Armin's car came to a stop, a boy no older than 18 appeared at the window. His clothes were simple, his shoes worn out, and in his hand was an old rag. Without asking, he began cleaning the billionaire's windshield, humming a little tune as he worked. Armin watched carefully. The boy had nothing: no wealth, no luxury, not even security in his future. Yet his face was glowing with joy. His smile was real. His movements were light, almost playful. Armin whispered to himself, How can he be so happy with nothing? And why am I so unhappy with everything?" The boy finished cleaning and stepped back politely. Armin rolled down the window. "Here," he said, handing the boy some money. But the boy smiled and shook his head. "Sir, payment is fine, but I don't do this just for money. I enjoy my work. It keeps me going. I like to make things clean." Armin was stunned. For the first time in years, someone's words cut through his heavy heart. This boy had less than anyone Armin knew, but more joy than all of them combined. After a pause, Armin reached into his wallet and pulled out a business card. "Come to my office tomorrow. I want to give you something better." The boy's eyes widened in disbelief. He nodded quickly, clutching the card like it was treasure. The next morning, the boy whose name was Samir walked into Armin's skyscraper office. He was nervous but excited. Armin introduced him to the staff and gave him small tasks, organizing files, helping the drivers, running errands. Samir did everything with the same smile, the same energy, the same joy he had while cleaning the car windows on the street. Soon his cheerful presence began to affect everyone. Employees who once worked like robots now found themselves laughing and enjoying small moments. Armin watched it all silently, realizing that Samir was bringing something into the office that money had never been able to buy: happiness. That evening, Armin sat alone in his mansion. The rooms were filled with expensive furniture but felt lifeless. He thought about Samir, how he carried peace inside him, how he smiled even with so little. Armin closed his eyes and whispered, "Maybe I've been looking for peace in the wrong place. It's not about what I have. It's about what I give." The next day, Armin called Samir into his office. "I want you to lead a new project for me," he said, "a community program to help people in need. Build schools, repair homes, bring food to the poor. You will organize it, and I will fund it." Samir's eyes lit up. "Really, sir?" Armin smiled faintly. "Yes. I think it's time I stop working only for myself." Weeks passed. Together, Armin and Samir built something beautiful. They repaired an old village school, gave children new books, and arranged free medical camps. Armin, for the first time in his life, didn't just sign checks. He personally visited the projects. He stood among children who laughed with joy, among families who thanked him with tears in their eyes. And with every smile he saw, every prayer he heard, his own heart grew lighter. One evening, after visiting the school they had rebuilt, Armin stood quietly with Samir. The sound of children laughing echoed in the air. Armin said softly, "Do you know something, Samir? I've built empires. I've bought everything money could offer. But today, standing here, I finally feel peace. And it's because of you." Samir smiled. "No, sir. It's because you chose to give." Armin looked up at the sky and felt something he hadn't felt in decades, a heart at rest. Armin's life changed forever. He continued running his businesses, but now he dedicated a part of his wealth and time to helping others. The emptiness inside him was gone, replaced with purpose and peace. He learned the greatest lesson of all. Happiness isn't in wealth. It's in sharing, in kindness, and in making a difference.